Don't buy car insurance from anyone online.
Hmm.
Genuinely, it is worth the hassle of paying a premium. I found this out the hard way.
Okay.
So, Goran, the car is in my mum's name.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to take the insurance out under her name and then add me as a named driver, add Sanj as a named driver. Yeah. Cool. I had an accident 3 years ago. Mum had an accident, no,
Hmm.
4 years ago. Mum had an accident four
It,
years ago as well. No,
it's
mum had
five
an
years, isn't
accident
it?
3 years ago. So me
Yeah.
four, mum three. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
within the 5 year window. I've also got points from 4 years ago.
Oh no,
That's
four,
still on
four year four comes off.
license. No, it's five. Comes off
Are
after
you
five.
sure?
I
Did you check
checked
with
it.
DVLA?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I just
So mine come up in
okay, I just checked it
2023.
with Chindy, and yeah,
So
gone.
I'll go through the steps, but the way that you check it is you type in your driving license onto
That's
the
it.
DVLA website, and not even the DVLA website, just type in driving license check into Google. It takes you to
That's
the
it.
Gov website. In that, you put in your license and
Yep.
national insurance number. Then it will tell you the amount of points you've got, any spent
Okay.
convictions, whatever. So you write that down when you put your insurance through. Now, I do mine through
Yeah.
Compare the
Same.
Market. When you do Compare the Market, it stores your details
Yes.
from last year, and then you can
Edit.
just update
Yeah.
it
Yeah. Yeah.
quickly
Yeah.
and ping it through.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly what I do.
Edit, change, get rid
Hmm.
of, delete, whatever.
But
But I had issues because I thought the car was in my dad's name. So I put the details through for my dad and deleted all my mum's
hi,
details. Then I had to re-add my
hi.
mum's details. That was a problem. So it took me the best part of like a full morning on a Sunday to sort this out.
Full
Got it all
morning.
done. Eventually, um, yeah. So I'm like, this is not how I wanted to plan my Sunday morning, but
Hmm.
all right, sweet. So I'm planning it all, getting it all done, typing in the internet info, and what do I come across? Because I put in the details with my mum saying she only had 1 year's no
Hmm.
claims bonus, the price is sky high. It's like about a grand. And I'm like, okay, shoot,
For
a grand,
context,
that's a lot.
what was your insurance last year?
So I then have to,
What was it last year?
yeah,
Roughly.
it was
Hmm.
600-ish,
Yeah.
about
Okay.
600.
But now it's coming around a K. Okay.
So it 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 ballooned because I changed cars midway through the year, so I got added on to my mum's insurance on her
Right.
previous company. But when they gave her the reissued update this year, they jacked the price up. So she thought, all right, leave it, let's change it, let's go
Hmm.
to a different
Hmm.
place, have a
Hmm.
look. I did. So it came to about a grand. I managed to find a company that did it for 900, 800. It was like 880. The company's called Boom Insurance, which is not a very good name for an insurance
Boom boom.
company, really. But I thought, okay, all of these ones listed. Yeah, all these ones listed. Three of them wanted to put a
Yeah.
box
Right.
in my car.
Black
I'm like, I'm
box.
not doing that. I did
Yeah.
that in my first car. I'm not doing it again. Black box is
Hmm.
horrible, man. They're just gonna sit there and just penalize me for
Hmm.
everything. And especially how my dad says, you must clean out a diesel car every 4 months by putting your foot down and over revving it 4,000 revs, fourth gear on the motorway for like 4 miles to clean out the engine. And you know what? He's right, it does work. It cleans out the catalytic converter in the car. So, yeah, if I did that with the black box, it would probably explode and jack
Boom.
up my insurance even more. So, no, let's not do that. Yeah, literally, boom to my insurance premium. So, I take it all out with them and I join them. They then say you got to give us your details in the next 14 days. You got to give us like proof of license, proof
Hmm.
of address. You got to put everything into the system. And I'm like, most companies don't do that. They tend to take it at face value. But
Hmm.
all right, cool. So I put it through and I'm thinking, well, let me
Yep.
just call them. Can't call them. Online
Oh.
only.
Alarm
Live
bells.
chat only. I'm like, this is going to be problematic. But I thought, you know what? I've got enough lead time. It's given me 14 days. I'll get this done. No issues. I sent it off in day one. Got all my documents together, sent it, boom. Boom, I sent it. See what I did there? Now, pinged it off, comes
Hmm.
back, no reply, nothing.
Hi.
And my mum then finds her no claims discount. And it's 4 years, it's not 1 year. So, which means the price I paid is overinflated. I've got to bring it
Hmm.
down now. Yeah. Got to pull down the price, which means you give it to them. You say, well, it's 4 years, give me a rebate. They said, yeah, we'll look at it. No reply. 7 days go by. I then get an email saying, your insurance is going to be cancelled in 7 days' time. And I said, what did I
Which
do?
insurance? The new one?
So they said, you haven't
The new
provided the
one, yeah? You're
details.
about, yeah, okay.
Yeah, the new one. Yeah. And they said, you haven't
Hmm.
provided the documents. I said, no, I sent the documents on this date here. Sent it off to them. No reply. So I jump on live chat. and it was close to your Fiverr encounter, Goran. That's how bad it got.
Rage.
You know how you were raging at that person on Fiverr? I was close to raging to this person on Boom because they were being shit. They weren't saying anything. I said, "What's the problem?" They said, "Well, the records here say that you haven't provided documents." I said, "Here's a screenshot of the documents. I've sent it to you guys." "Well, I don't monitor that email address, so I can't comment." "Okay." And she said, "So you need to send the documents." I said, "Well, I've sent it. Is there a problem with them?" And she said, "I don't know. It might be a problem with it, but send it again." I said, "Well, what's sending it again going to achieve? That's not going to change anything. How do I know in 7 days' time when my insurance isn't going to be cancelled? Then what?" And I said, "Can you give me some insight on what's missing?" "No, that's the underwriting department." Screw this. So I thought, you know what? I can't trust you now because if I'm going through a claim and something goes wrong, you're not going to have my back. You're going to be thinking about yourself. So therefore, I want to cancel
And
the
you're
insurance.
yeah.
So I said to
You're still
her,
only calling
cancel
off
the
here, so
insurance.
you can.
And she
Yeah.
said, okay, yeah. I said, cancel the insurance. She said, why? I said, because this is really shit service. Like, I can't do anything with this. This is absolutely unbelievable. I can't call you. You won't call me. You can't give me a straight answer with what's wrong. I've given you all my documents. All of them are in date. That's what she said. She said something along the lines of, the proof of address you've given me is not valid within the last 30 days. I said, it is, but it expires in 5 days' time because I gave it to you within the month and now the window's getting shorter. So if I resend that and it gets processed on the 7th day, it's then out of date. I'm like, this is getting long now. I don't like it. So cancelled the insurance, got it back, went online, reprocessed all the details again with 4 years no claims discount, and it came through as cheaper as those guys, and I went with Churchill. So
Reputable.
moral of the story: go with the company you actually trust, and look at Trustpilot, because when I looked at Trustpilot after I joined these guys, all the reviews were terrible. I'm now on them as well, saying everything's terrible about this company. Don't do it. And yeah, all of them were like, "Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it." And I was like, okay, well, I've just added to that lovely fire that is commencing on the skip on Trustpilot. So there you go. Churchill, everything all green. Everyone's commented back. And when I called them on the phone, they dealt with my
Query.
they dealt with my insurance quote because they had a bit of a glitch in the system. They put it through within minutes. I was like, bam, done.
They got the
They don't
manpower,
fuck around, and they don't want any proof of details to that level.
They've got the manpower.
Yeah.
You pay it because they've got the staff to do it. You pay cheaper sometimes, and actually with these companies, like I had one for my Audi a couple of years ago. It was called Pucker, right? But again, the company is one, but the company that actually underwrites is generally a different company. And again, with Pucker, I had to.
Yes.
What?
Yes. I saw this underwriting shit and it really
Yeah.
threw me off because I'm like, hang on, why aren't you
No.
underwriting this? And then that rings alarm bells in my head. I'm like, no, that doesn't
No, a
sound right.
lot of companies do it. Like even Admiral is like the trading name, and there's like a secondary name that actually do the underwriting. It is quite common. But the other things you mentioned, not having a phone number, or sometimes a number that's always busy, and you think like, oh, there's probably like one person. That's like the whole company who takes all these calls. But yeah, in general though, it has gone up, man. And mine was like 450, 500 in this year, just no change, bang, 700. And that was cheapest. I think that was Admiral as well. So, but that feature is really useful, man. The saving everything.
But have you ever?
Go on.
It is. Saving all the details is really helpful. But have you ever been with a company
It's
and
cheaper.
the renewal price
Never,
they've given you is
ever.
cheaper than
And
the
it's like
previous
you
year?
ring them and you say,
Because I've
like,
never
I want to
seen
stay
that.
with you. Make incentivizes so I stay with you. Now with other things, not car insurance, but other insurances, I think for our home insurance, we've stayed, I think, with a company for a few years. And actually, like the following year is a little bit more expensive, but like by £5-10, we're like, that's fine. We're not going to change it for £5-10. Just keep it, roll it on, everything's set up.
Yeah.
But yeah, car insurance is like Shindy's, right?
Yeah.
So Shindy's Volvo with the current provider, she rang them and they were like, we can't insure you anymore. And she was like, what does that mean? Like for renewal. And they're like, oh, we put the search out. And that's how they work. And yeah, it didn't come back with anything. So it's like, what does that even mean, man? Nothing's changed. This doesn't make any sense, does it? So she's on the hunt now as well. I'm going to go compare.
Car insurance is just, they always try and up it so you don't shop around. Sorry, they up it hoping you won't shop around. And you're then sitting there thinking,
why would I?
Was it worth shopping around? They're hoping you're just going to be like, fuck it, I'll pay it.
If it's minimal.
But now, if you've got everything saved on a compare site,
well,
just put
exactly.
it in.
It's a 5-minute job, man. So, Plus, if you do you use Go Compare, yeah. Did you buy the policy through Go Compare, which
Yeah.
means
No, I use Compare the Market.
sorry, yeah, Compare the Market. So with that one, you get your 2-for-1 cinema tickets as well for a year.
Well, even though, but I didn't buy with them. I
Yeah,
bought through them. I
yeah,
use
that's
them as
it.
a
That's
vendor.
all I do every year. And sometimes even when I don't have something, I just buy I buy what do I buy? Travel insurance from here to London for like £3. Qualifies to get my 2-for-1 cinema ticket for another year. You bought?
Hold on,
Yeah, go
hold
and just
on.
log in. Go
So
to rewards.
I can now
Yeah,
get
go to
December
rewards
tickets.
and just check it's been activated, and then you
Yeah.
can get it on your phone as well. So now we have two. I'm going to put Shindy through as well, and then she'll have. So sometimes when we have like 4 people going cinema, we need like an extra two. Then I've blown your mind, haven't I? You're like, I like very nice 2-for-1, baby.
Oh
Oh,
my God,
bale,
this is
oh,
great.
frio, yeah, baby. Do you know what?
Get in. Is it only with certain
Every
cinema?
cinema, baby, Tuesday and Wednesday, every cinema.
Is it only
No,
with certain
everybody.
vendors? Every even every man.
Yeah, every man. But so what it'll be is like, for example, let me example. So Stacy, yeah. So we went to Black Adam. We went on Tuesday, 2-for-1. We like the VIP tickets. So what you do is you get the one free ticket, but it's not the full value of the VIP. You get the full value of a normal ticket. So then for Shindy's ticket, for example, I paid like £1.50 or something like that. There'll be like that. So every man, for example, it might
That's
be
fine.
like we'll take off the cheaper ticket, or there'll be something. But still, man, like from Shindy and I to go to the cinema on a Tuesday or Wednesday is costing us about £6, right?
Tuesday or Wednesday. This could
I
be
tell you,
it.
man,
You
like, there
know.
was a really,
Interesting.
there's a really good few weeks where, depends on what like shifts I'm doing, but generally Tuesday, Wednesday, I tend to be in hospital. If I do an 8 till 4, like nothing makes me happy than doing an 8 till 4 shift and being at cinema for half 4, catching a half 4 showing, which is done for about 6:30, 7, then jumping into Nando's. And I'm like, mate, I've done work, I've done cinema, I've done food, and I've got chill time when I get back home. Dominated the day. Happy days for £6. That's
That's
banging.
actually
That's banging.
banging. You know
Yeah,
what?
man.
I'm
See,
on
it's just
board.
I'm telling you,
I'm
man.
on
These are the
board.
hacks. These are the hacks. Long
Mm.
gone are the days where I want to watch cinema at 9 o'clock anymore. Much prefer the earlier showing and enjoying my dinner and my evening and everything else afterwards.